Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. It's Saturday. You know what that means? Of course it means you're here continuing the journey of Batman Brave and the Bold. This is Season 1, Episode 11. Of course, we'll not know the title until I get into the episode. Just want to dress the right way. I do have a band-aid on my finger. I cut myself at work today. It sucked. A lot of blood was coming out. I was like, oh my god. I thought maybe you get stitches, but it isn't that bad. But at first I'm like, holy crap. But anyways, just want to dress it. I do have a band-aid. I had a little boo-boo. Anyways, Batman Brave and the Bold. I'm still thinking about last week's episode. It was so good. And it's crazy to say this. I still think, and I was saying this in my reaction last week, I think they handled Sinestro and his dark side and him going to the dark side in terms of potentially down the road becoming a Yellow Lantern. He was still a Green Lantern. They showed more of that, more of his like true self and everything and who he really is as an individual, Sinestro, than they did in the Green Lantern animated series that I covered earlier on the channel before starting this show. It's crazy to say that a Green Lantern show, when covering Sinestro, didn't do as good of a job. Still did a good job, but not as good as Brave and the Bold. It's just kind of crazy how that works. But it was really fun to see the Green Lantern Corps and just to see the craziness that like the show in general, but the episode specifically was going. It just really was a lot. Like, it was a lot happening. And it really goes to show just how random and how fun this show is. And honestly, too, I think last week's episode might be one of the best episodes I've seen so far. Obviously, I've only seen 10, about to see the 11th one now. But out of 10 episodes, I think last week's was definitely one of the better ones. It was really, really good. And it's just the beauty of it. It really is at the end of the day. Like, I feel like a broken record. I feel like I'm going to keep repeating myself, and I'm trying not to, but it's just the facts. Brave and the Bold has really surprised me in many ways, and I am just here for it. I'm just ready to dive in, not sure what the hell I'm getting myself into, and that's the fun of it. It really is. So, without further ado, let's get into it now, guys. So check out this episode and see what they show us. Let's go.
On account of being a no
Wait a minute. Jonah Hex?
Jonah Hex is sentenced.
I just said it. I just said it.
And you scattering to the four corners of the West.
Oh, shit. Wait, he was just standing there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lasso. Oh my god. Oh, nice.
Take this and get yourself a proper cowboy hat.
That's a title. What the hell? Oh, arrows. Dude. He's not some random old man, clearly.
When will you abandon these foolish attacks?
When you're dead.
Snack?
Snack. Oh, shit. Dude. Oh my god.
Always biting off more than you could chew.
You're no match. This guy's too good. Oh. Didn't see that coming. Oh, wait a minute. Some sort of magic or something?
Rising. And the last line of defense protecting your precious totem will be gone.
So, I'm about to say, how does Batman fit into this storyline exactly?
Your crime spree just spun you into the slammer, Top.
I know I did not teach you such sloppy form.
Who is this?
Master Wong Fei.
Wong
Look at
Fei,
you.
okay.
Such a ridiculous costume. Do you fly with that cape?
Do you fly?
Fox, Shark, and Vulture seek to control the Wudang Totem. You must reach Wudang Temple before they return at sundown. Do not waste your time with Tiger. He
Why?
is too fat with pride. My journey is complete. It's all up to you now.
He died. Still delivering justice.
Because it was the Wudang Temple that saved me.
Interesting.
Mantle of the Bat.
Mantle of the Bat. Makes
We've
sense.
seen men like Fox come to Wudang to seek thrills. Why have you come to my school?
Good question.
I've lost everything, and I'm trying to find a way to take it back.
Like the blind bat, you must fight what you cannot see.
Okay, this makes sense in the darkness.
On, you student.
Wow. We started out good, but then...
He said enough.
You smile under your mask?
Dude, who is it?
There is no pleasure in combat. Bat will fight his own battles. Do not help him. Is there nothing you can do correctly?
There he is.
You done yet?
Duh, yeah, that was good. The scoreboard.
Friend just volunteered to be torn apart. In
I don't
the
think
time
he's not
machine.
volunteering. Bruce didn't want to volunteer, man.
I walked away from that world a long time ago. I
You gotta
watch over
win
my
to get
village
him to
and
come
no
back.
place else. I win. You fight by my side.
I figured.
No matter what. You're living in a fantasy land.
You're gonna lose now. I never lose. Come on. Bruce, you gotta fight smarter.
When outmatched. Cheat.
Cheat. Exactly. There you go. Yep.
Ready to go to Fantasyland?
Mm.
Ghost ninjas, magic totems.
It's all
Now I
fun.
remember why I left this place.
Come now. Let us see what you have learned. Attack your master.
He's waiting. Bring it on. Yeah, they have weapons. Ooh. He's fast. The thing is, they're not... I think this is her technique they're not using. Ooh. Wow. He lasted pretty
Your
long.
failure was inevitable.
The only thing I've learned at this school is that you're a cranky old man who'll never be satisfied.
Ooh, shit.
Even with perfection.
Don't blame him. He lasted pretty long, though. It's glowing.
Kill them both.
Hey, just kill him. He's on a mission for the fox.
At last, the power of the Wu-Dang
Well, shit, that was
totem is
quick.
ours.
What? Oh my god. Now they're monsters. Literally.
So that's what the totem does.
Dude. Yeah. Are they gonna transform? Are they gonna touch the totem or something? Damn. He's fine.
I bow before no one.
That's probably why he left. Oh. I figured as much. It's like, that was gonna happen. Yeah, run away. There's monsters. What the hell? So the boat's causing all this? Or something? Whoa.
Let's see how you fly without your wings,
Uh-oh.
Batman.
There's a lot.
The prideful fool surrenders?
Yes, but only if you promise to spare my people. Besides, we're
It's a trick.
outmatched.
It's a trick.
When outmatched. Cheat.
No totem! And exactly, they're transforming. Ooh. Oh my god. That is crazy. Dude, that's fucking crazy. That's insane. Just standing there. Ooh. Nice. You're just waiting. Batman flying. Of course, they got arrows. Yep. Wow. There you go. This is crazy. Reminds me a little bit of the fight at the end of Van Helsing.
Yet. You're done.
You're done. Ooh.
I'm not leaving. With Wong Fei gone, someone has to watch over the temple.
And who wins? I don't know. And there you guys have it. Overall, a pretty solid episode of Batman Brave and the Bold. And I do have the voice cast pulled up here because we had a lot of characters in this episode. Very interesting. So, Wong Fei, it seems, he's the one to train Bruce to become Batman. I feel like there was maybe other training he might have done, but this is very significant, at least for maybe where he got the idea of the bat in terms of Batman, because we saw in the flashbacks for Bruce when he chose, like, the wall of masks to choose from, he chose the bat mask. And Wong Fei, very interestingly enough, which makes a lot of sense, and I think it really works for the lore of Batman in terms of his training, to blindfold him like a bat, because I think all bats or most bats are blind for the most part, so they use like ecosystem or echo some sort of communication to detect and know what like where shit is or something. So he has to put the blindfold on to try to train. Now he epically loses, but at first he actually does get a hit on one of the other masked characters. Of course, a part of that was also Bronze Tiger, which I thought the voice actor Gary Sturgis, I think I pronounced the last name. Sorry, but Gary voicing Bronze Tiger in this episode, great job, really cool shit. Liked how he portrayed the character. Now, it says here we have Deidre Baker who voiced Batman and Ace. Not sure who exactly Ace is, because we had the Vulture, Fox, and there's Hex. So I don't know if Hex is also the Shark character or whatever, or Ace. I don't know, but anyways. So we had these three characters who are part of a Shadow Clan, more specifically Fox, who was leading them. We had a Fox, Vulture, and then Shark. They get the totem, and then they become animal-fied versions of those like animals, and they become like kind of monster-esque in a way, because you had a giant vulture, you had like a werewolf, even though it was a fox, it looked more like a werewolf honestly, but whatever, and then a giant shark, kind of like King Shark. And of course when Bronze Tiger and Batman got the totem as well, which I figured as soon as they introduced the concept of they're wearing their mask and then they become animal-fied monster versions of themselves and they touch this totem that Wong Fei was protecting, I figured as much. We're going to see at some point Bronze Tiger and Batman are going to become the monstrified versions, which I thought the design of Bronze Tiger as his tiger animal monster form was really cool. It reminded me a bit of Wrath from Ben 10. If you know that Alien and all, you get that reference. If not, look it up. Look at Ben 10 Wrath, Rath. That alien that Ben turns into, the design is not like 100% like similar, but it's kind of there. It's a little bit. And Batman, of course, and turns into a more like batified like it's weird. Like he didn't like become hairy like a bat or anything. He still kept the suit on. He just became a little bit larger, like kind of like the bat ears. And then of course his face has definitely changed, and he can fly. Which is something funny that they did a callback, because Wong Fei jokingly, as he's talking to Batman, there's some sort of like, I don't know, through like the spectrum, who knows how he was doing it, but he was speaking to Batman, and he jokingly said, look at that ridiculous cosmic cape. Can you fly with that cape? And it's funny, he literally can fly when he's in the monster form. So kind of funny how that's like in a way a callback in a sense. So back to the thing I was mentioning in the beginning of the review about Wong Fei training Batman. So interesting. Like, so we now have an origin point of where he was learning his training. Now, obviously, he had been there for a while, because when they cut to the part where Wong Fei asked all 5 of his students who were there, maybe there was more or something, we just never saw them at the time, but he told all of them, come at me, see what you got. And all of them failed. Now, interestingly enough, Bronze Tiger lasted the longest, but I think he also was kind of fed up and was just done with it. And then, of course, when Wong Fei is like really mad and screaming at him, bow to your master, it's like, okay, Bronze Tiger's done, he's out. And then he was out, he was done. The rematch at the end where they're running at each other and doing that classic like Rocky moment where like the freeze frame or whatever, I think Batman probably loses. That's my guess. I don't know, because unless Batman had trained so much more significantly than Bronze Tiger, because like I said, that flashback with Wong Fei is super, super powerful, like and fast and insanely like powerful, like strength wise. It's crazy to say that for this character, but like just something crazy is going on there, right? But whatever. Bronze Tiger lasted way longer than any of the other ones when they were doing that training session of, okay, come at me, see what you got, right? There was no like plan to team up. Like it was all like one at a time. They're getting their asses handed to them, because I guess they didn't want to work together as a team, even though Fox is working with the other two, a part of the Shadow, whatever. So anyways, whatever. I think Bronze Tiger probably wins that fight. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe Batman does. But the only reason Batman won the first initial fight with Bronze Tiger, who had a huge record of wins and his little like training or whatever he's doing there, fights, you know, out in where he's living, he never lost. And Batman's like, well, you forgot the one. You didn't learn the one piece of training that you would have learned. This one piece of thing that you should know. If your opponent, if you're outmatched and you cannot win, cheat. Which is crazy that Batman would do that, but it also makes sense. Batman is like, look, I have no time. Like, I don't even want to do this. I don't want to fight you, but you're forcing my hand. Okay, I'm going to use a cheating tactic to win, because we made a bet before this fight started that if I win, you follow and help me no matter what. So in that instance, he has to immediately do what he needs to do to win the fight, to beat Bronze Tiger. So I think without the cheating, maybe Batman loses. Right. And I think that's fair. Like, Batman doesn't have to be the most skilled and the most efficient fighter and can never lose. I feel like that just, it makes him too perfect. Like, I like that Batman is not perfect. Now, I know in certain instances, in certain, iterations of the character, there are certain things that he just does without hesitation. Like, it's perfection, masters it, all that. But at a certain point, you have to have a thing to where Batman fails. And we've seen Batman a lot of the times get taken, like earlier in this episode, him and Bronze Tiger were both, being held onto their hands and knees while they go grab the totem. Like, they were pretty much knocked, into submission. So to showcase another fighter that he trained with Bronze Tiger is probably better than him, I think it's logical. It makes sense. There's got to be somebody who's better than you, because there's that whole notion of, like, there's always somebody better than you out there at the thing you think you're the best at. There's always some better. And they always say, oh, you hold the Guinness World Record of this, and you're the strongest person in the world, or there's probably someone along the way that's going to beat it. That's why Guinness World Records always get broken. Because just because you're the best at something, in terms of, like, best of stuff, right? Like, someone's going to beat that record. Someone's going to beat it. So for Batman to be doing as well as he has been as Batman, there's always going to be better fighters out there. And I think Bronze Tiger is one of them. At least the way they wrote the narrative and how they explain in this episode. I'm like, yeah, I think he would have, Batman would have lost that fight if he didn't cheat. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, overall, interesting stuff. Like the lore that they did for the flashbacks of Bruce to see his training and everything with Wong Fei, and to see Bronze Tiger in the episode. Like, so it's cool. And then also I forgot to mention, because it was like, pretty much forgot about it. The opening with Jonah Hex. It was funny how she mentioned just Jonah Hex. Like, I know it wasn't staring at Jonah Hex when the guy was talking in the opening, but then it cuts to Jonah Hex. It was Batman standing there the whole time and no one noticed it. Are you serious? And again, it's Batman, I guess. But yeah, pretty fun stuff there. The Jonah Hex stuff was a little bit more interesting because there really wasn't much going on there. Just like they're just chasing guys on horseback after Batman saves them from getting pulled apart in 4 different ways. Anyways, wish there's a little bit more going on with the Jonah Hex stuff. But I guess that was just a way to highlight Jonah Hex. So, okay, whatever. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm curious to know your thoughts about this week's episode of Batman Brave and the Bold. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.